From Homeless to Businessman, A Journey of Determination. It was a chilly autumn evening, and I sat on a park bench with nothing but a tattered jacket to keep me warm. The city moved around me, but I felt invisible, lost in a sea of hopelessness. Just a year ago, I had an apartment, a stable job, and plans for a better future. But one stroke of bad luck after another left me homeless and adrift, with no money, no job, and no prospects. I had always thought of homelessness as something that happened to other people, not me. But life can be unpredictable, and all it took was a company layoff to send me spiraling. With no savings and no family to turn to, I found myself on the streets, scavenging for food and searching for shelter each night. Yet even in my darkest moments, a small, stubborn part of me refused to give up. I spent my days at the public library, the only place I could go to stay warm and safe. It became my refuge, a place where I could lose myself in books and escape from the harsh realities outside. I read everything I could about business, entrepreneurship, and personal development. There was a fire inside me, a desire to change my life, but I didn't know where to begin. One day, while reading a book on successful startups, I had an idea. It wasn't revolutionary, but it was simple, and more importantly, it was something I could do with the little I had. I decided to start an errand-running service for local businesses. With so many small businesses in the area, I figured they might need help with deliveries, running errands, and managing small tasks. The problem was, I had no phone, no transportation, and barely any money. But I was determined. I scraped together enough to buy a second-hand bicycle and started going door to door, offering my services. At first, I only got a few small jobs, delivering packages for a nearby bakery, picking up supplies for a local florist. But I worked hard, and I never missed a deadline. I knew I had to prove myself, so I made sure every delivery was on time, every task completed to perfection. Slowly, word spread. One shop recommended me to another, and soon I was juggling jobs from multiple businesses. Every penny I earned went toward my business, buying a cheap cell phone to manage my clients, upgrading my bicycle to a more reliable one, and printing flyers to advertise my services. I called my business Swift Solutions, and over time, it began to grow. I started offering more services, like organizing inventory, handling customer inquiries, and even managing social media for small business owners who didn't have time. My reputation for reliability and hard work grew, and with it, so did my client list. Eventually, I saved enough money to move into a small apartment. It wasn't much, but it was a roof over my head, and it gave me the stability I needed to take my business to the next level. I hired a few part-time workers to help with deliveries, and Swift Solutions became more than just a one-man operation. As the business grew, I reinvested in it, learning more about marketing, networking, and expanding into new areas. Within a couple of years, I was no longer just running errands. I was managing a small team, handling corporate logistics, and partnering with larger companies. I had gone from sleeping on park benches to overseeing a successful business, all because I refused to let my circumstances define me. Looking back, the most important lesson I learned was that no matter how bleak things seem, you always have the power to change your situation. It wasn't easy, and there were many nights I wanted to give up, but I knew that if I didn't fight for a better life, no one else would. Now, when people ask how I went from homeless to businessman, I tell them this. It wasn't about luck or overnight success. It was about hard work, persistence, and the belief that no matter how low you start, you can always rise. And that's the message I carry with me every day as I continue to build my business and my life.